Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mo with Douchecanoe Studio. Just making sure everything is right. We're going to be getting live reaction to the WWE Royal Rumble. I'm here with my good friend Houseman. Say hello, House.
Hello, House.
All right, and I need people who are watching. Actually, let me go to the live stream and see if I can hear it myself really quick. It's taking a bit of time to load. You know the live stream name is Donald Trump Orange is the New Black?
No, I did not. Let me fix that.
Okay, having the stream going is hard because of... Hi, Emily. Okay, Hal, say something real quick.
Hi, Emily. How you doing?
Okay, hold on. Okay, yeah. You're. It's working. We can hear you great. We can hear me great. We're doing great. It's our standard live stream, but we're doing something a bit different. House is going to change the name of it now, aren't you, my friend?
I'm doing it right as we speak.
Alright, so what we're doing is we're watching the WWE Royal Rumble, and we're going to do live commentary on it. Isn't that exciting for all of you who don't watch the WWE Royal Rumble? I'm heading up to... Aww. We'll miss you tremendously, Emily.
Parts of you more than others.
I know you, I've walked with you once upon a dream. I know you. Beta Punk Films. Well, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
I know, right? It's going to be a complete sausage fest in the chat. Frankly, I'm offended. How dare she leave?
How dare she have a life?
Somebody has a sign in the crowd that says, "Remember the Ascension." Behold, for it is I, the king of communism. Alright. Well, like we said, if you don't like the Royal Rumble, or you don't want to hear our reactions to the Royal Rumble, or you're not a big wrestling fan, sorry, but that's what we're doing right now. So, sorry. Go fuck yourself. We didn't want to watch any of the earlier matches because House and I like bitching to each other for a while without you guys listening. Because even though we love you, there are limits.
Plus, we were afraid that you guys would get sick and tired of listening to us to go, "Oh, son of a bitch!"
But it's starting now, and Enzo and Cass just came out.
Oh, Big Cass is #1. Sucks to be you, buddy. Hey, Zach.
He is a certified G and a bona fide stud.
I still say Big Cass gets the short end of the stick on this,
Because he's 7 foot tall?
Yeah. Well, you know, he's like, "I'm a certified G and a bona fide stud." And by the way, this is my friend Cass. He's tall and stuff.
Yeah, but they are over as fuck with the crowd. Now, for those of you who don't really pay a lot of attention to us just bitching about things in previous live streams, we're big wrestling fans, but we've recently gotten back into it, the both of us. Would you say I kind of pulled you back into it, House, or you pulled me into it?
I'm not real sure how it happened. I just know it happened.
Not a big wrestling fan, but my ears are already seduced.
I used to go to wrestling matches in St. Louis with my grandpa at the Kiel Auditorium.
I don't even think that exists anymore.
No, it doesn't. They tore it down in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Jesus. Oh, they just said everything is bigger in Texas.
Including the waistlines.
Holy crap.
And the guns.
Yeah, bye. Bye, Emily. And we'll see if somebody gets hit with a chair. My money is on Braun Strowman. Holy crap, watching this protest, it's a fucking oppression Olympics. Yeah, notice they don't protest like this when gays get thrown off of buildings.
Roman Reigns got slapped around with a chair earlier for quite a bit. I was impressed.
I was impressed when... Okay, so those of you who don't know wrestling, there's this guy named Roman Reigns. And the owner of the company, Vince McMahon, has a fondness for large, muscular men instead of smaller, more agile guys who can do much more athletic things in the ring. So, he saw Roman Reigns, who's this huge, muscular Samoan dude. Really, Google him. Roman space Reigns. Big motherfucker. And, we will miss you, Emily. Farewell. And, so he chooses Roman Reigns as like, he's going to be the new head of the company. He's in love with Roman. So he gives Roman Reigns this big push. The problem is, the fans hated him. Just absolutely hated him. They had to mute the boos on the live broadcast because people hated him so much. Because the fans tend to react negatively when they're told that, hey, see this person? You should like this person because we say so. Where's Jesse Ventura? Where's Jesse Ventura? Well, the WWE and I haven't gotten along for a very long time. Ever since I, punched Vince McMahon in his bitch face. Didn't they have a disagreement about an airplane ride or something?
The airplane ride from hell? Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse Ventura and Vince McMahon fell out a long time ago, and they ain't never getting back together. Oh, well, God. Chris Jericho is number 2.
Yeah, but he really doesn't need to win the match.
Tone Killer, are you saying that I should be Jesse Ventura for this match? Like, Chris Jericho, I remember when he used to wrestle for WCW. Well, Vince McMahon has a habit of pissing people off because he's a very contentious person. He's a very, alpha male type. So here are the rules for Royal Rumble. 2 wrestlers start in the ring. Every 2 minutes, another wrestler enters. You can only be eliminated by going over the top rope, and then both feet have to touch the ground. And then the winner goes on to main event WrestleMania, which is the largest wrestling thing which is the largest wrestling pay-per-view in the world. So, I am not Alex Jones, but yes, apparently I should be. Last time I saw Andre, he was fighting Carrie Elwes.
He's dead now.
Yeah, I miss Andre the Giant. He was great. Great personality. Okay, so I don't know how well we're going to keep the chat going since we're going to be watching the match as well, so.
Expect a lot of whoas and ows. And, oh, fuck that guy.
And people who tell us that wrestling is fake, so is Game of Thrones, so we'll see how it goes.
So is Breaking Bad. I hope you get syphilis.
So is Breaking Bad. I hope you get syphilis, yes. Alright, so Chris Jericho's... Okay, when you see a man who's rather muscular, and he is, in fact, 7 motherfucking feet tall, perhaps this is not a man that you should try to, slap in the face. Just a thought.
Well, it's part of Chris Jericho's whole,
being a dick heel thing?
Yeah. I mean, you could tell it by his shitty goatee.
Those of you who don't know wrestling terminology, a heel is a villain and a face is a heroic type. Basically, it's supposed to be the heels are the ones getting booed by the fans and the faces are the ones getting cheered by the fans. Doesn't always work out like that, so, I'll go get my energy drinks and wife beater. I don't drink energy drinks, but, you do you. I think he's trying to make some sort of reference to stuff. And I actually have an article I found that I kind of want to go over after this. So stick around, and we will cover an article that I found that's just insane. Oh, they're already playing around with Chris Jericho being thrown out. Okay, who's going to come in third? Let's find out.
Oh, big boot from the top rope.
Oh, that is nasty. And it's no one we care about.
Oh, Kalisto, the botch machine.
Ugh. He is. I don't know. Let's see how he does.
Yeah, but that's only because they had the Nitro girls.
Is he going to do a springboard leap over it? Is John Cena still relevant? John Cena probably just put on the best match of his life. It was amazing. My guys were Stone Cold and Goldberg. Stone Cold now has a very...
going to be in the match.
Yeah, Goldberg is going to be in the Royal Rumble. He recently came back. But yeah, okay, I am not the biggest fan of John Cena in the world, but seriously, he put on the best match of his life tonight. It was amazing.
Yeah, he and AJ Styles put on a hell of a match tonight.
Who was that rapist that killed, I think it was Andre's daughter? Do you mean Jimmy Snuka? He's dead. And it wasn't Andre's daughter. Andre never told anybody who his kids were, so that information has never been made public.
I just go ahead.
Kalisto is a very small luchador wrestler, and Big Cass just did a move called the Big Boot to him, where he just does a forward kick to his head. It was hilarious. I think Kalisto did a full spin.
I was just remembering a shoot story that somebody told about Andre from when he used to tour in Japan, because as big as over as he was here, Andre was like twice as over in Japan.
Oh yeah, the Japanese loved him.
And he was
You're 6'8". My boy is Undertaker because he's only like 2 inches taller than me. Oh, and Undertaker's supposed to be in the Rumble too.
But apparently Andre took some of the ring rats, some of the wrestling groupies back to his hotel room with him. And one of the other wrestlers looked into Andre's hotel room while he was having sex with one of these girls, and said it was like watching a tiger or a lion maul a chihuahua. That's how it was.
Mojo Rawley and Chris Jericho are teaming up to throw out... It was some wrestler's daughter, and during court he had some small knife hidden in his mouth to kill the rapist. I forget who he was. I haven't heard that story. I'm sorry. We can look for it after this. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
My stream froze.
He had more than 99.
Yeah, I think Hulk Hogan said he once watched Andre the Giant drink 110 beers in one sitting.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Did you just get
Andre
the number 5 entrant out?
Yeah.
Jack Gallagher?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's a skinny little pale nothing of a man. Andre the Giant caused Hiroshima confirmed. Can't confirm that, we're just saying he was here on the day it happened. Why is he attacking people with an umbrella? Why does he get an umbrella? What the fuck?
Because he's the European champion. Or the UK champion. And they have to be, stereotypical.
Because, for some reason, fucking Vince McMahon doesn't like British wrestlers. For those of you who don't watch wrestling, we can actually make the argument that British wrestling is, or professional wrestling is bigger than 5 feet tall and Fear of Freedom. That's how they're playing him, yes. To be fair, I have a parasol too. Yes, but you're not hitting people with it right now in the middle of a match. That's not supposed to have people with parasols. Oh, 6 combatants about to come in. Let's see who this is.
I'm surprised nobody's been eliminated so far. Here of late, that's been the it's been the modus operandi to have people going out left and right.
What? Mark Henry? I thought he retired.
No, they brought him back, and he got squashed by somebody.
Braun?
Oh yeah. Wrestling is huge in Britain right now.
But instead of one huge wrestling company that controls all of British wrestling, there's tons of smaller firms. It's like how the U.S. was before Vince McMahon made WWF a national brand. Mark Henry actually looks pretty good. Like, he looks like he's lost some weight. Gained some of his old muscle back. Those of you who don't know, Mark... Oh, go ahead.
It's still taking him a week to get from the stage to the ring.
Well, he's getting old. Those of you who don't know, Google Mark Henry WWE. Mark Henry is the world's strongest man. He has set records in weightlifting that have not been broken, and he set them like back in the early 2000s.
He was legit the world's strongest man when he was signed to WWE back in the day. There was a bit where he was supposed to come out and rip the door off of a cage during a cage match, and they forgot to weaken the cage door so that he could rip the thing off. And so he stood there and he was pulling on it and he couldn't, so he just broke the chain that was holding it locked instead.
Yeah, because fuck it. Braun Strowman is the 7th entrant. How's this? The man's name is literally Strong Man. He is Braun Strowman. The dude's like huge and incredibly beefy, and I guess they're gonna have... They saved all these weaker people to just have him come in and lay waste to people.
You gotta like a guy whose entrance music starts with him screaming, "Roar!"
And his nostrils prove that he uses cocaine.
I'm just glad they stopped putting him in the. Just glad they stopped putting him in the pants with the reinforced crotch that make him look like he pissed himself.
I have to refresh my stream.
All right.
Not the live stream for us. I mean, watching the Royal Rumble. So, people in the chat. Player, Zach Turner, Tone Killer Raph, Beta Punk Films, how have you guys been doing? I'll play you some taps, man.
The daily food bellow.
Alright, you keep talking to them.
I'll vamp, you go get food.
I'll go yell at my roommates for a moment. Hang on.
Congratulations, people. You're going to get to hear... and there goes Cass. Damn it. You're going to get to hear Mo chew into the microphone. Oh, we're all right. We're not too bad. Mo survived. I think he shipped his cold to me in a box, though, because I think I'm starting to develop it. Other than that, it's been one of them days. And by one of them days, I mean one of them good days, Well, anything that THQ put out was excellent, especially the stuff on the N64. I really haven't played a lot of wrestling video games lately, simply because it felt like after what 2008, they started stripping features out rather than putting them in. Oh, hey, Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, the underdog from the underground. Yeah, they've got a beef going between Sami Zayn and Braun Strowman, and it's actually for a wrestling storyline in 2017 is not too bad. WWE can't book anymore. I don't know why. Well, actually, I do know they got TV writers in there instead of wrestling writers. Yeah, I thought Billy Zane myself. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm back. My stream has yet to reload. What the fuck?
Looks like you're getting screwed out of $9.99 a month.
Sami Zayn is a redheaded Canadian half Pakistani. Because, you know, the world just works like that sometimes. What'd they strip features out of?
Wrestling video games.
Yeah. A lot of them became more streamlined over time. Okay, so what I missed in the Royal Rumble?
Braun Strowman came in and threw everybody out except for Chris Jericho, who slid under the wrap. And Sami Zayn came in, and he and Braun Strowman have been fighting, and now here comes the Big Show.
Okay. Yeah, he's the Big Show, and he loves himself some cake.
Actually, Big Show is slimmed down. He's more like a medium-large show.
Ben Garrison would not approve. That is correct. Well, I suppose we can only hope then that Braun Strowman removes Kebab.
Eh. He was a big fat guy, but he had, like I said, he slimmed down quite a bit. I think this is going to be his last year, so he wanted to go out looking, you know, good.
Looking back like he did 10 years ago.
Although I wish he'd get rid of that Amish dude beard.
Him and Braun Strowman going at it. So we got these two huge dudes, Big Show and Braun Strowman, trying to throw each other out. Actually, what part are you at? Has he chokeslammed Braun Strowman yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Let me kick it back in time a bit.
Headbutt. Trying to throw Big Show over the ropes.
Tell me when he does the knockout punch to Chris Jericho.
Alright.
And then
there's the choke slam to Braun Strowman.
It's quite the match if you guys watch it.
Knockout punch to Chris Jericho.
Okay, and now we're watching the same thing yet again. It is really interesting watching a 400-pound, 7-foot-tall man pick up a 300-pound, 6-foot, 11-inch tall man.
You want us to play Fuck, Marry, Kill with the WWE wrestlers? With the WWE female wrestlers? Oh, that's a hard one.
That is. There's a lot of hot female wrestlers. What? What? Braun Strowman just kicked out the Big Show. What the fuck? Okay, the next person better be somebody to kill Braun Strowman. I hate it. Ah.
Undertaker comes down to the ring with a gun.
Who is it?
Ty
It's somebody I
Dillinger.
don't care about. They just pulled somebody up from developmental to be in the 10th place. Two fat, tall guys fighting. Okay, Google Braun Strowman. He's not fat. He is a big motherfucker.
Oh, what's her name? The girl who's like the Long Island princess. I can't remember what her name is.
Uh,
Carmella.
You'd fuck Carmella?
No, I'd kill Carmella. I can't decide who I'd fuck between Nikki Bella and Bailey, to be brutally honest.
For fuck, I would do. Wait, do we have to be current roster?
Oh, if we're not gonna go current roster, then I got that's a totally different thing there.
Gonna say fuck Gail Kim, marry Bailey, kill Charlotte. What? Can Ty Dillinger and Sami Zayn both? Nope. And he's gonna slam both of them. Who's the next entrant?
Well, yeah, they've got to make Strowman look like a monster.
It's James Ellsworth!
James Ellsworth!
The man without a chin!
James Ellsworth has started doing the same super kick that Shawn Michaels did. And Shawn Michaels called it sweet chin music. Well, because of the way James Ellsworth looks, they started calling it no chin music.
James Ellsworth is like the comedy character right now for WWE. Like, he wears a picture of his own face on his shirt, except it's him doing a weird face. He's like 5'5". He has no muscle at all. And he was actually a really good indie wrestler, but they don't use him for wrestling at all. And now Braun Strowman's looking at him like he's a piece of meat. And what? Ty Dillinger and Sami Zayn from behind. Uh-oh.
Come on, come on, come on! No, wait!
Damn it, he's coming back. They almost got Braun Strowman down.
You can tell that some of these announcers aren't used to their names because they keep calling him Strongman instead of Strowman. Yeah. Any period. Oh wow, that's a lot harder.
Let's see, who's next? Dean Ambrose, the Lunatic Fringe. Normal wrestlers come out in wrestling tights. Dean Ambrose comes out in a wife beater, jeans, and taped up, and has his fist taped up. He's fun.
There for a while, on one European tour, he got in trouble for writing "Titty Master" on his fists.
Earlier tonight, Dean Ambrose showed up where everybody else is. They're like, "Are you here to draw your number for the Royal Rumble?" He said, "No, I thought they had curry." And he just tricked James Ellsworth into getting into the ring.
Churros. I thought they had churros.
Yeah, I thought they had churros. Braun Strowman's beard needs to chill.
I'll agree with that.
And he just hurled. Oh, James Ellsworth just took a hard landing. Oh, James Ellsworth's been eliminated. So, who we got? We got Chris Jericho, Dean Ambrose, Braun Strowman, and Sami Zayn and Ty Dillinger? That's a lot of people. Or no,
yeah.
He eliminated Jericho, didn't he?
I don't remember. I'd still kill Carmella, though, because I just can't stand her.
You know what? I'll agree with that. Kill Carmella. Hashtag kill Carmella. Okay, so apparently they're doing that everybody teams up on the big guy thing. But Dean Ambrose isn't a little guy.
Oh, he's little by WWE standards.
Yeah, because Vince McMahon loves himself some big sweaty men.
Go ahead and sing it. You know you want to.
No, I'll be good. Let's see who's next. It's
Yeah.
Baron Corbin, the man whose stomach makes a face. The WWE doesn't like Baron Corbin because he's popular with the fans. He's a big guy, but he refuses to get, like, cut or to grow a real beard. Serenade us? Okay, let's see. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Strong commitment's what I'm thinking of. Oh, Ty Dillinger's out. Sami Zayn just grabbed Braun Strowman by the beard.
Well, if you were going to grab him by anything, the beard's the best thing to grab him by.
Dean Ambrose with a missile drop kick. Sami Zayn with a haluva kick. And Baron Corbin eliminates Braun Strowman. Well, they made him look strong. I gotta give him that. Hashtag kill Carmella.
Hashtag kill Carmella, yeah.
Exactly. She is just so annoying.
The worst part about it is that she's supposed to have that Long Island accent, and she keeps slipping out of it.
Ah, shit, typo. It's okay. We know who you mean. Oh. Will Sami Zayn get Dean Ambrose? I'm thinking no. Who's going to be number 14? It's one of the New Day. Alright, Kofi Kingston, the man who since 2012, every time someone tries to eliminate him, he finds his way back in. He has walked on his hands. He has fucking springboarded off of a chair. He's leapt all the way across the space between the ring and the audience to get back in. I agree with this year he should crowd surf.
He has he's walked across his eliminated New Day partners.
Yep. Okay, so it looks like only people in right now are Baron Corbin, Kofi Kingston, Sami Zayn, and Dean Ambrose. Okay, if any of these four had to win, who would you want it to be?
Dean Ambrose.
Either him or Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
I mean, Baron Corbin's fun, but he doesn't have the right kind of momentum behind him right now to win a Royal Rumble.
No, he doesn't.
Winner stands going to be allowed in wrestling? This is my stand. It is the wall. Let's see who's next. Come on, Undertaker.
No, it's The Miz.
So I guess I'm a little bit behind you.
Yeah.
I'll jump ahead a little bit. Okay, he just got to the ring in mine.
But no, big guys like the Undertaker and whatnot aren't going to come in until like the close to the end. I'd be surprised if we saw Undertaker before 25.
The wall. I'm Zawaru. You're weeaboo trash. Oh, Dean Ambrose almost hit the bottom, but he's still in. Talk politics, not WWF. They haven't been the WWF for like years, man. Catch up. What the fuck? And besides,
yeah, not since the Pandas sued them.
Yeah. The Pandas sued them and then they became something else. But Adrian, don't worry. We have some stuff planned for after this, so calm yourself. We're just going to watch this one match live and then we'll go into our normal shit.
Although I do still have my "Get the F Out" shirt around here somewhere.
Yeah, because they tried to turn it into this like, oh, we're renegades, we're getting rid of the F. No, you lost a lawsuit and you had to lose the F.
Well, no, actually, what it was is they got tired of being sued by the World Wildlife Foundation for WWF.com. So they're like, "Look, if you just stop suing us, if we drop the F, will you leave us the fuck alone?" And they're like, "Yes." And they're like, "Fine."
I did love your take on the cruise cheating scandal. Well, if you're watching even more recent stuff, we have got some crazy things going on in the world.
Yeah.
Toxic whiteness training, all kinds of things. But I'm glad you like the cruise cheating scandal.
Just think, guys, we've got a president right now who's actually doing shit that he said he would.
I know, how fucking weird. And then people are trying to say like, oh my god, he's doing things he said he would do. That isn't that the point of electing somebody? That you hope they do?
No, that makes him a fascist.
Sheamus, the shiniest Irishman in the wrestling world.
Seriously, dude, get some sun.
He has no sun at all. This man's skin color is alabaster.
White looks at him and goes, "Wow, man."
No, don't have him throw out the only black guy in the ring. That'd be fucked up.
Racism. He's a protected class. Here comes another guy.
And the Miz being a bitch. Oh, do it. No Trump, no KKK, no fascist USA. I'm a ginger too, but damn, I'm not that white. Did you look up Sheamus? That motherfucker is real white.
Well, you know, he does come from Ireland, and they haven't seen the sun since, like, 1472.
He was buried underneath a mound of potatoes as a child, and he's never been the same since. Dean Ambrose and Sami Zayn almost getting Sheamus out. Is there a pair of cool guys to tag team like the Hardy Boys or Rob Van Dam? Yes. Enzo and Cass. Meanwhile, the Hardy Boys are like the biggest thing in wrestling right now over in TNA, where they have become Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero, and they're hilarious.
Yeah, go watch some of the Broken Matt Hardy promos. Especially the one where he's talking to the giraffe that is the reincarnated soul of George Washington.
Yeah, the Hardys are great. Is it Big E?
Yes.
Big E! Guys, look up just Big Space and just the letter E for WWE. He is a great wrestler. He's in a great tag team. And frankly, I just love everything they've been doing with him. Somebody held up a sign and said, Big E, please don't dance. And another really popular tag team right now is The New Day. They're a 3-man tag team. Kofi Kingston, Enzo Amore, and, oh god, I can never remember the third guy's name. Xavier Woods. He's spanking The Miz. You know, for kids. Jesus, they are hurting The Miz.
Good. I hate The Miz.
I hate him too. AJ Styles was my favorite TNA wrestler. Okay, Booker T is, he's an announcer. And they pull him only for pay-per-views. And he makes a lot of money just being the announcer for pay-per-views. And AJ Styles has come to WWE. When John Cena had his best match ever tonight, it was against AJ Styles, and it was amazing.
Like, I don't remember a match that good in a while. I have been enjoying the AJ Styles John Cena feud, if nothing else, just because it's nice to have two guys who can work the mic.
Rusev Utria, Rusev Machka, the Bulgarian brute, Rusev.
I hate Rusev.
Why do you hate Rusev? Is it because of his incredibly hot wife?
No, I don't like the fact that he's a caricature of the Eastern Bloc, and he's got a back tattoo that makes him look like he's got a hairy ass crack that goes up to between his shoulder blades.
Yeah. That's Vince McMahon, though. Hey, you're Bulgarian? Let's make you act like a caricature of the Cold War, even though it's been over for years.
Yeah, that degree in thugonomics does come in.
John Cena and AJ, yeah. Also, they're both great on the mic, and hearing them cut promos against each other was fucking magic. Oh. What? Oh, Sami Zayn's still in, but they all... Does AJ Styles dress like he did before with the sleeveless jacket? Yes. Google AJ Styles WWE, and you'll see what he's dressing like now. He kind of has soccer mom hair, though.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the hair, but he's still dressing the same.
AJ Styles has very, very pretty hair.
He's a very pretty man. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, you know that they're just saving this up for somebody they want to look strong who's going to wipe half these guys out. Because they haven't eliminated anybody for a fucking while. Hey, Cesaro! The Swiss Superman, Cesaro. The most fun part about knowing how to say... I don't know how to speak Russian, so I'm sorry. I apologize, player. Oh shit, I thought they weren't letting him do the Superman spin anymore.
I don't want to be a player no more.
He just swung The Miz, and now he swung Sami Zayn, and now he's swinging Dean Ambrose. Any cool... Okay, Adrian, you do not even fucking know. Okay, so you know how they turned the women's division into the Divas division and it became shit, right? Well, it's become the women's division again, and they have gotten some tremendous talents. Ric Flair's daughter, Charlotte Flair, is the current women's champion. Boruski. Alright. Okay, so, do you speak Russian? Very nice. I'm down, whatever. Russian's a cool language. But, okay, they've got Bayley, who we were talking about earlier, who is an amazing female wrestler. They've got Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter, an amazing wrestler. They've got fucking Sasha Banks, who is I want to say the cousin of Snoop Dogg?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like Snoop Dogg's second cousin. She is a fantastic wrestler as well. Natalia, who's the last member of the Hart Foundation to be an active wrestler. She's a great wrestler. Just the women's division is filled with great female wrestlers right now. And the current feud going on is between Charlotte and Bayley, but I think it just kind of ended. Oh,
no, I think they can still get some heat out of this.
Yeah. Hey, the entire New Day tag team is now in the ring. Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston. First person he decides to pick a fight with is Sheamus. Let's not attack the 6'6" tall Irish man covered in muscles.
Oh, who's... No, it's... Although that would be awesome if she had a finisher called the D-O-double-G.
Well, the TV ratings have been going down, but they started an online network that you can subscribe to for $10 a month. And it allows you to watch all of the pay-per-views and everything just for that $10 a month. And it has all of the old wrestling stuff on it. Everything from WWE and from WCW, all the records from that, so you can watch all the great old Sting matches and everything. So the TV ratings are down, but they've got something like 10 million active subscribers to the network, all paying $10 a month. So they're still making money hand over fist. Alright, the New Day are just cleaning house.
And that doesn't count merch sales.
Oh yeah, merch sales are at an all-time high too. Ooh, which member of the Wyatt family is coming down? Well, the WWE is facing more competition from places like Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling, but they're still number one. They're still top dog in most of the world.
By a wide margin.
And Bray Wyatt is in the Royal Rumble. Bray
He's
Wyatt.
number what? 21?
Yep. I'm going to pretend I know what WCW. WCW was World Championship Wrestling. They went head to head with WWE back in the 90s in something that was called the Monday Night Wars. That at its best was very good and at its worst was horrible. But the WCW were the ones who created the NWO, the New World Order, which has the best-selling T-shirt of all time for wrestling. Just me or Bray Wyatt look like his arms have gotten bigger?
It does. It looks like he's gotten better, yeah.
Do you think WWE should go on Broadway? I think watching a WWE show would cause all the special snowflake Broadway motherfuckers to lose their minds.
Besides, the ticket prices are kind of expensive as it is. I mean, could you imagine if they could only put like 100 people in there?
Hell, right now there's 52,000 people in the Alamo Dome watching the fucking Royal Rumble live. I don't think they would be willing to go down that much.
Yeah, when they go to New York, they usually do Madison Square Garden.
Uh-oh, two members of the New Day are on the ropes. Where's Big E?
There he is.
And who's number 22? Apollo Crews! The man who has been misused by WWE management for the last how long?
4, 5 years.
Apollo Crews should have everything to be a star. He is everything Vince McMahon likes. He's huge. He's talented in the ring. He has, or I guess he's not very exciting on mic, but Vince McMahon doesn't care about that as long as you're muscular and good in the ring. I think I know why Apollo Crews hasn't gone very far, though. Because Vince McMahon is an old racist.
Here comes number 23.
Oh, Big E saved the New Day. And the New Day has all been eliminated all at once by Cesaro and Sheamus. What the fuck? Yes, Linda McMahon is now head of the Small Business Commission.
And Trump got a whole bunch of shit for that, which I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, she helped her husband make his business an empire, $1 billion empire. Yeah, this is a woman who knows nothing about how to grow a small business. Fucking idiots. She's got like a degree in economics and all kinds of shit.
Oh, Randy Orton with an RKO to Rusev.
Ah.
Chris Jericho's still in this thing.
Randy Orton, number 23. Randall Keith Orton, the Viper. The Legend Killer. The only current professional wrestler with 2 full sleeve tattoos.
And most of them are skulls.
Isn't Chris Jericho like 45 plus? Yep. And he still looks good. And he still keeps himself in shape. And he's still really good in the ring.
He's kind of a part-timer, though.
Yeah,
He usually only wrestles like half the year.
Because he's in this band called Fozzy. Broadway wrestling sounds lit as fuck. Wrestlers going up against characters from Broadway plays. Black Aaron Burr versus Big Show. I would watch that.
Yeah, me too.
The cast of Cats versus the Nexus. Oh, they're trying.
I would watch the New Day go up against the cast of Hamilton.
Hell yeah.
And then they couldn't claim racism.
Rusev against John Valjean. Enzo Amore versus Nathan Lane.
The Undertaker against Phantom of the Opera.
I would watch that.
I would watch that so hard it called me daddy.
Fuck yeah, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph
The
Ziggler, the
show-off.
American Tickler.
Is it just me, or does his the emblem on his tights look like a Harley Davidson emblem?
I'm sure it is a user-friendly version of that. Holy shit, everybody's getting a super kick, except Rusev. Oh, nope, Rusev got one too. That was a nice double DDT. Throw out the Miz. Oh, super kick the Miz. Can't we just super kick the Miz, I don't know, with a car?
I'd like to hit him with a train, personally, but that's just me. An atomic drop out of an airplane. Look, I know it's fake, but he does such a good job at making me hate him that I literally hate him.
Oh, Adrian, look up Chris Jericho's ugly scarves, because he keeps coming to the ring now with all these scarves that look weird as fuck. Oh, that's who they're waiting for all these people to be eliminated by. The crowd is chanting for Goldberg. Do you guys think the WWE is solely responsible for the keeping of majority of young kids masculine and not effeminate fairies? Ooh, tough question.
I would say that it has a definite influence. I wouldn't say it's solely responsible.
Definitely. Ooh, what is Luke Harper going to do? Because him and Randy Orton have been feuding, and they're both in the Wyatt family.
Because there are still, believe it or not, there are still a lot of kids that like to do things like go out hunting and shooting guns and throwing bricks off of bridges and stuff.
Kevin Price versus Undertaker. Jesus Freak for versus 3/5 Satan.
Not that I know anything about throwing bricks off overpasses.
Undertaker versus Sweeney Todd, clearly. Oh, I love Luke Harper because I have no idea what to think about him. Okay, for those of you who don't know wrestling, Bray Wyatt is like a southern preacher possessed by a demon who runs a cult. And Luke Harper just attacked him. And Luke Harper has been like the most steadfast member of the cult.
Yeah, he's the Southern Swamp Preacher.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Who's this? Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar come to ring. Brock Lesnar throw people out. Brock Lesnar be alone in ring. Brock Lesnar be sad.
It's Bork Laser. Okay, so you're ahead of me now?
Yeah, we established this about 30 minutes ago.
Where's Kane? He made 2 movies and that was that. Kane has had a weird existence in WWE. He became corporate Kane for a while. They have managed to remove all of Kane's strength.
I don't know. He did some really good sinister promos as corporate Kane. especially when he was going after what's his name, the architect. I can't remember what his name is now. Seth Rollins. Of course, after I say I can't remember what his name is, it comes back to me.
But yeah, Kane almost doesn't wrestle anymore.
Well, he's got what's called a Legends contract, where he only has to appear at certain points.
And the
He
Undertaker,
gets paid like $1 million a year to come to signings and stuff, and wrestle like 3 or 4 times a year.
And yeah, somehow the Boogeyman got himself a Legends contract.
Up. Number 27. Enzo Amore. Oh my God.
You think Enzo's going to take on Bork Laser?
I think he's dumb enough to do it, yeah.
What kind of good little Christian child would fill his neighbor's sprinkler hose with paint for giving me a noise complaint for playing drums at noon? I don't know. I got nothing. Sounds like you're perfectly fine to me.
The smart guy.
Oh, Enzo is down. I think Enzo just died. And Enzo has been eliminated. Oh, I wish they would make Enzo look tougher.
Well, to be fair, Enzo does get to look tough most of the time, but they're making Brock Lesnar look tougher.
Yeah. I think, yeah, Rusev's going to be eliminated by Brock. Oh, God, you know who 28 is going to be.
Goldberg?
Dadberg. Gold Dad. Called it. It's Goldberg.
Seriously, though, I gotta remember that putting paint in the sprinkler hoses thing.
How about nude wrestling? That already exists on the internet if you know where to find it. There are organizations that do nude wrestling. Wow, one of those went on a bit too long. He looks like he just got out of the shower. He is soaking wet. But yeah, Goldberg still looks great for 49 years old. He's still buff as shit. Did Bork Laser just twitch his tits at
Yes.
at Brock? Lesnar and Goldberg are squaring off. Shit's intense. Goldberg speared him. Is he going to eliminate Bork Laser?
Goldberg just eliminated Bork Laser.
What the fuck? Who did Brock Lesnar piss off? Probably.
This is what happens when you. This is what happens when you don't pass a drug test.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar failed a drug test, so yeah, Goldberg's back and Goldberg's kicking the shit out of him. And now Goldberg is going to eliminate... Or nope, they're saving it for number 30. You know who number 30 is going to be, don't you? The Undertaker!
Wow, Sami Zayn's still in there. I'm impressed.
He's trying. And Sami Zayn's up, and he's down. Up, Bray and Randy are attacking Goldberg. Double spear. Hey, Rusev's still laying in the corner, and fuck, is that Dean Ambrose? No, that's Luke Harper. Number 29 entrant to the Royal Rumble. The Undertaker. The Phenom. The Dead Man. The most popular wrestler in the world. Man with a career spanning over 20 years. He stands at 8 goddamn feet tall. He's bulletproof. He's the motherfucking Undertaker.
He's 9 foot tall with a 12-foot dick.
They just did the bright, the light goes dark, the light comes up, and now he's in the ring. He doesn't even walk down. You think they're shaping it up for Goldberg versus Undertaker at WrestleMania?
I doubt it.
Yeah, either this year or last year, or next year is going to be the Undertaker's last. Because he recently had a knee replacement, and that's the only reason he can go around as well as he can now.
That and they dug some of the scar tissue out of his hips.
Yeah. Rusev's out, eliminated by Goldberg.
There's Baron
Corbin's
Corbin.
out. And Undertaker got speared. 8 stories high, made of radiation. Yep, that's the Undertaker.
And testosterone. Don't forget the testosterone. And Undertaker just eliminated Goldberg.
What? Holy shit. Oh, he's pissed. Is Goldberg bleeding?
The Miz is attacking the Undertaker.
Yeah, that's
cute.
That's adorable. What? How about you chokeslam him out of the ring?
How about you chokeslam him out of humanity?
Because he is the Miz and he is a piece of shit. Chokeslam for Sami Zayn. Everybody's getting chokeslammed. Who are we chokeslamming next? Bray Wyatt?
I think Bray Wyatt could stand a chokeslam.
Who's going to be number 30?
I don't know. I was expecting Taker to be 30. Ric Flair. Ric Flair comes in at number 30 and just disintegrates into a pile of dust.
It's Roman Reigns. Ugh, I hate him so much. Up, Undertaker's lowering his shirt, get ready to beat somebody old school. Hey. No, Roman Reigns does not need to win another fucking Royal Rumble. Yes, The Miz is an annoying little muppet of a wrestler, and he's a very good heel, but he's a very good heel because people hate him, because he is a piece of shit.
To give you an idea, The Miz is the guy who got into wrestling through real world v. road rules.
Yeah. Has there ever been a situation
China.
where a woman entered the... Actually, twice. China was in a Royal Rumble, and so was Beth Phoenix. Was Lita ever
China.
in the Royal Rumble?
I don't think so. But China was the first woman in the Royal Rumble. And she almost won it, if I remember correctly. No woman has actually won the Royal Rumble. He just slapped the Undertaker just slapped the taste out of Roman Reigns' mouth. That was beautiful.
Chris Jericho just kicked the Roman Reigns. See, Roman Reigns was being pushed, but then he failed a drug test. Up. And Roman Reigns has been chokeslammed.
Well, they can have somebody being pushed, but they're still they're still the Undertaker. Undertaker has so much clout that the writers call him before they're like, Mr. Undertaker, sir, can we do something with your character? No. Okay. And the Miz is out, and there goes Sami Zayn.
If Triple H had never married Stephanie McMahon, that Vince McMahon would have chosen the Undertaker as his successor.
I'm fairly certain that would have been the case.
Did Chris Jericho just try to go top rope on the Undertaker?
Yes, and got a choke slam for his
choke slam.
got a choke slam for his.
What? What? Oh, fuck you, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns has eliminated The Undertaker. Give up hope.
Oh, no, because you remember what happened to the last guy who eliminated the Undertaker?
Didn't the Brothers of Destruction waste them?
No, I think that guy is still recovering from the beating.
Hey, sad and bored, we're watching the Royal Rumble.
It's almost over.
Yeah. Then we'll get into actual stories. Just give us our little enjoyment, and we'll get into the things you guys like to talk about. I hate it. Roman Reigns looking strong in an area where everyone else is standing. Roman Reigns cursed by Satan. I wish. My fondest joy would be if Roman Reigns disappeared for about 3 years. Undertaker is still in the WWE. He is dirt, is I think how old he is.
I think he's like 48.
I'll look it up right now. How old is The Undertaker? He's 51.
Oh, wow. He's older than I thought he was.
Yeah, and The Undertaker's still digging holes and claiming souls. I used to watch WWE because of female relatives back in the 90s and early mid-millennial years. Ooh, you watched the dark times. Since about 2014, it's been steadily getting better. My stream has cut out. Anything interesting happening, House?
Roman Reigns eliminated Chris Jericho, and now Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton are beating the piss out of Roman Reigns.
That's good. Roman Reigns needs hurt. And I don't mean in kayfabe, in story, I mean genuinely hurt. Like, maybe a torn pectoral muscle, or a dislocated shoulder, or death. Or maybe they can do a storyline where he's deserted on a marooned island and comes back insane with, like, crabs in his beard, and he's going, I've been drinking the sea water.
Oh, there goes Bray Wyatt.
So it's him and RKO.
Yep. RKO out of nowhere.
Randy Orton wins the Royal Rumble.
Well, Randy Orton was the youngest WWE champion.
Okay, that's dark.
And a great storyline idea. I've been drinking seawater.
And when bones start getting broken, you start questioning your fate. I have a voice that is my savior. Hates to love and loves to hate. He needs to look like the humanized form of Davy Jones. John Cena and AJ Styles were not in the Royal Rumble because they were in that spectacular match early on in the night.
For the WWE title.
And it was an amazing match. It was a fucking magic match.
It might actually be a contender for a 5-star match. I would not be surprised.
Alright, so I'm going to close this, so hopefully I can stop getting all that lag. And I will send you the link to a fucking BuzzFeed article I found that I think we need to cover.
Oh, god damn it. Why do you keep sending me BuzzFeed articles?
When was the last time I sent you a BuzzFeed article?
When was the last time I said fuck you?
You're my friend.
And why do you keep sending me BuzzFeed articles?
Hey, it's either that or I go back to sending you trap porn.
Stick with the BuzzFeed articles.
Alright. Okay, so let me get rid of this Royal Rumble symbol. Does WWE copyright strike like SS Gestapo on YouTube? Yes, they do. Would you guys play a visual novel dating sim of the WWE? Yes, I would.
Yeah.
So let me just go to editing, make sure this is good size. So wants to go through a BuzzFeed article? Who's excited? Oh, I'll accept trap porn. Well, sad and bored, if you'll go on our Facebook page and send Douchecanoe Studio a message with your email address, I'll have you hooked up with the very finest of trap pornography.
He's not kidding.
The very finest.
I'd be like, wow, this girl's really cute. What's penis?
Alright, so, who's ready for a bit of a gear shift? Actually, let me ask the chat a question first to see if they're on with what's going on. Who here can Jesse Ventura be in the call of the BuzzFeed articles? Oh, so I think he wants me to do the Jesse Ventura voice for this.
I think so.
Are traps gay? Yes, traps are gay. And you can Twitter direct message us as well. I want Douchecanoe Let's Play of John Cena's Sexy High School Adventure. I would do that. I would do the shit out of that. If there is such a thing as John Cena's Sexy High School Adventure, send us the link through Facebook or Twitter, and I will do that, I promise you. We will do a Let's Play.
Even I'll sit in on that one.
Okay, so those of you in the chat, do you guys know about Milo Yiannopoulos? He is the editor-at-large of Breitbart.com. And I'll wait for them to catch up. We all do. So, give me 5 minutes, my guy. Okay, so he's going to send us... Okay, so next weekend you want to do a Let's Play of John Cena's Sexy High School Adventure?
Sure, why not?
Alright. Hey, we're doing it, guys. I also dislike him now. Yes, the gay Jew, yes. Well, Milo Yiannopoulos got a $250,000 book deal from Simon & Schuster. So this writer, who has the most SJW-rific name I have ever heard, Roxanne Gay, has pulled her book from Simon & Schuster in response to Milo Yiannopoulos. Because that's the world we live in now.
Because her hashtag Fifi's got hurt.
Because how dare you let other people speak, people whose ideas I don't agree with. Let me just try to get this to where it's the right size. Ah, fuck it, good enough. The Bad Feminist author pulled her forthcoming book, How to Be Heard, from Simon & Schuster over Milo Yiannopoulos' $250,000 book deal with the publisher.
I'm not seeing a downside here.
And neither am I. I'd never even heard of this woman. Roxane Gay has pulled her forthcoming book, How to Be Heard, from Simon & Schuster in response to its reported $250,000 book deal with Milo Yiannopoulos. How to Be Heard was scheduled to be published on March 2018 with TED Books, an imprint of S&S. Gay told BuzzFeed... why don't they call her by her first name? Like Roxanne told BuzzFeed, not Gay told BuzzFeed.
That way they can imply all the gays. It's all the gays are against Milo.
Gaze told BuzzFeed News that she asked her agent, Maria Massey, to pull the project from Simon & Schuster last weekend. I can't, in good conscience, let them publish it while they also publish Milo. So I told my agent over the weekend to pull the project. Her decision stands despite a letter Simon & Schuster CEO sent Monday to concerned authors that promised Yiannopoulos' book would not contain hate speech. Guess what? It's not illegal for them to publish a book that would have hate speech in it. Because hate speech itself is not a crime.
Yeah, hate speech is also protected speech.
And here's Roxanne tweeting out, is there an instance where I can say gay is not okay and not get fired? Yeah, but that's not like a crime. That's just people being oversensitive jackasses. If you worked for me, I wouldn't fire you if you said gay is not okay. But that's just because I don't care, so long as you do your job. Gay said she couldn't bring herself to turn the book in because she was not interested in doing business with a publisher willing to give Milo Yiannopoulos a platform. This is what it is. It's how dare you let this person speak who has ideas that I don't agree with, because clearly my ideas are the most important. Your rights stop where my feelings begin.
It's
and they have a long quote here. Do you want me to do that like Jesse Ventura?
Yes.
Okay. This is for you, guy in the chat who asked for Jesse Ventura. When the announcement about Milo's book first came out, I was relieved because I thought I didn't have a book with Simon & Schuster and tweeted something to that effect. Then I remembered my TED book, and that TED is an imprint of Simon & Schuster. I was supposed to turn the book in this month, and I kept thinking about how egregious it is to give someone like Milo a platform for his blunt, inelegant hate and provocation. Yep, sad and bored, we can still see you because even though you switched to YT Gaming. You can't find us on Twitter. Our name on Twitter is at Douchecanoe, H as in Hector, M as in Mike. Or H as in House, M as in Mo. So it's at Douchecanoe, HM. I just couldn't bring myself to turn the book in. My editor emailed me last week, and I kept staring at that email in my inbox, and finally over the weekend I asked my agent to pull the book. Though TED Books and Threshold are vastly different imprints, they both reside within Simon & Schuster. They dwell within them. And so I guess I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Has she already signed a contract? Because this may be in violation of her contract.
It might be, I don't know.
And to be clear, this isn't about censorship. Milo
yes, it is.
Has every right to say what he wants to say. I just don't want him to be able to say it here. That's not what they said, actually. He doesn't have a right to have a book published by a major publisher. Yes, he does. He has the same right to be published by a major publisher as you do, you self-righteous piece of shit. So be it. I'm not interested in doing business with a publisher willing to grant him that privilege. Bitch, it's your privilege too. Thank your lucky fucking stars you're getting a book published by a major publisher. No, wait, you pulled out because how dare another person have opinions?
Well, you know. That
I am
is the
also
way
fortunate
this.
enough to be in a position to make this decision because she already has money. I recognize that other writers aren't and understand that completely. The editor of TED Books is Michelle Quint. I don't think Michelle is an employee of Simon & Schuster. She works for TED. She is, from my experience thus far, smart, kind, patient, and committed to putting good books in the world. Guess what? You and Michelle Quint are not the arbiters of what is a good book. She is your publisher, you are an editor, or she is your editor, you are a writer, calm the fuck down. You goddamn child.
Calm your tits.
How to Be Heard has not been placed elsewhere yet. I have not placed the book elsewhere. I do hope the book is published someday. I hope it's not. I hope that you've managed to burn all of your bridges.
I hope you get bent.
You worthless piece of shit. So that's fucked up. That's kind of the only article I had to cover. Although I'm gonna look up some other stuff, see if we have anything interesting. You guys in the audience, is there anything you want to say about this? Do you think it was right? Do you think her wanting to take away somebody else's right to publish, or being offended that somebody could publish, was the right thing? If you do, let's have a conversation about it. If you don't, let's have a conversation about it.
No, this was not right, and I don't care what she says. This was an attempt at censorship. She's just trying to say, well, I don't want to censor him. I just don't want him to do it here. That's censorship.
Yeah, it's fine what he says, just so long as he says it away from me. Ooh, I've got another article. Since
all right.
we had a request to cover politics.
Okay. Saddenboard is exactly is right. It's called no platforming, and the liberals do love that tactic.
Okay, I sent it to you, House, but let's do this. Bam! Oh, I need to adjust that. Hold on. Properties. Select region. The joys of open broadcast software.
Bam.
Bam! What's Trump done so far? His productive first week and how it stacks up to previous presidents.
Wait, this comes from CNN. This is fake news. I will not do this. This is fake news. This is crap.
Jesse, can I come to your bunker? You will never find where I have hidden my secret underground base. I have contracted several friends of mine, and they have built me a working water system and geothermal tap. And you will never find it, you'll never be a part of it, but when the system comes crashing down, I will rebuild from the ashes a grander, brighter America for all human beings. One where jet fuel cannot melt steel beams. Alright, so for those of you who weren't keeping up with the election, and really, who the fuck isn't keeping up with the election, Donald Trump just signed a shit ton of executive orders in his first week. And it's hilarious.
Which has also gotten him called a fascist, by the way.
And this list is accurate as of January 27th, so it's a couple days behind.
Friday?
Yeah. Well, I don't think he signed any this weekend. With the flick of a pen, and this is great. With the flick of a pen, or with the flick of pen, because, you know, we don't need words like a new president can undo years of work by a previous administration through his constitutional executive powers. Hashtag Jesse for president, hell yeah. Hashtag that Trump flipped the switch on. Trump hit the ground running, you gotta admit that. So you're in Mexico, right? I'm on my way. You don't know anything about that. You don't know it. Jesse, get off. I need to talk. Shut up, Jesse. Hold on, guys. Talk to House.
Oh, God. Jesse's having another meltdown. I hope he's got the chloroform in the whip. At least the cattle
I was the governor of Minnesota.
So, how about that Super Bowl that's coming up? Anybody interested in that? I'm not.
Okay. He's off the call. Since relocating to the White House on Friday, President Donald Trump has signed a number of executive actions, including executive orders and presidential memoranda, aimed both at fulfilling his campaign promises and at rolling back the policies of former President Barack Obama. Zenaday on Twitter, I can't send a DM. Then don't send a DM, just tweet us the link.
Hang on. I'll take care of it. You keep reading.
Okay, yeah, House is more fluent at the Twitter than I am. We do not need new laws, Trump said soon after signing the 2 executive orders relating to immigration on Wednesday, indicating he'll test the existing framework. Here's a look at both the orders and memorandums he's signed so far. I can't believe it's only been 1 week. Same here. Then they tell us what an executive order is. Day 1. Minimizing the economic burden of the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act pending repeal. Hours after taking the oath of office, Trump issued an executive order aimed at rolling back Obamacare. When CNN calls it Obamacare, the directive called on the Secretary of Health and Human Services, in addition to other agencies, to interpret regulations as loosely as possible to minimize the financial burden on individuals, insurers, healthcare providers, and others. Who will it affect? Okay, so this article is not giving us what the things actually are. It's just giving us their opinions on it.
Of course.
So I'm going to say fuck this article, because there is a Wikipedia article that says list of federal executive orders 13,065 and above, which is all the executive orders that were signed in by, and all the presidential memoranda that have been signed in by Donald Trump.
Okay, I got the link.
Trump has made Obama illegal. Or Trump has made immigrants illegal. I'm sorry, but he hasn't. I know it kind of sucks, but for you people with your opinions on things.
You're just going to have to get used to being wrong. Figured liberals would be used to that.
Here it is. List of United States federal executive orders 13,765 and above. So yeah, there have been 1 or 2 before Trump became president. 13,765. Minimizing the economic burden of the Patient Protection and Affordable Care pending repeal was what it was called. It's an attempt to seek an efficient implementation of the law, focused on removing regulatory burdens during the repealment of the law. The United States Secretary of Health and Human Services and heads of other executive departments should waive, defer, grant exemptions, or delay implementation of any requirements of the Act that would place fiscal burdens. Those department heads are also being ordered to grant greater flexibility to states seeking to implement healthcare programs, seeking an open market across state lines in the healthcare market, compliance with the Administrative Procedure Act regarding implementation of the regulatory revisions within this executive order, and it does not impact the Office of Management and Budget, does not impact the legal authority of any department head of a U.S. federal agency, and does not grant any specific rights to anyone within the United States. Uh, 13,766 is expediting environmental reviews and approvals for high-priority infrastructure projects. He's talking about the wall.
Yeah, I know.
13,767 is border security and immigration enforcement improvements. That was the one where he wanted the Border Security Administration to get together with, I think, Homeland Security and develop a revamped immigration plan. Ethics commitments by executive branch employees. Oh, that sounds interesting, but apparently he hasn't signed that yet. Oh, no, he has. And protecting the nation from foreign terrorist entry into the United States. Which, this is the interesting one. Let's avoid all the butthurt and see if we can actually find the text.
Is that the hashtag Muslim band?
Look at how long this article is. This is ridiculous. People have filed lawsuits. People have protested. Where is the actual text of that executive order? Here we go. Full text of executive order. Office of the White House Press Secretary. How long is the executive order? That's a pretty fucking long executive order. I was expecting it to be a lot shorter than this. Jesus Christ, it's 9 pages. Keystone is a massive bargaining chip Trump can hold over Trudeau. By the authority vested in me as President by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, including the Immigration and Nationality Act, 8 U.S.C. 1101, and Section 301 of Title III United States Code, and to protect the American people from terrorist attacks by foreign nationals admitted to the United States, it is hereby ordered as follows. To talk about September 11th. Okay, the first one is overhaul the visa program. Protect its citizens from foreign nationals. Suspend the issuance of visas to nationals of countries of particular concern. And actually, what I love about this is how this happened. Trump picked the exact countries that Barack Obama signed an immigration bill about. The ones that Barack Obama had already said, these countries are questionable, we should have problems with them. It's Iraq, Iran, the Sudan, Libya, Yemen, and Somalia. So those people cannot immigrate right now for 90 days. And there's a blanket 120-day ban on any refugee immigration. And people are freaking out saying, "Oh, it's a Muslim ban. It's he hates Muslims." No, see, the thing is, Christian people from Iraq are still banned too. Anybody from Iraq.
Although I believe that when they do start taking refugees from those countries, Christians will be given priority.
Well, let me find out. I'm gonna search this for Christian. The word Christian, or let me search for Christ. The word Christ does not appear in this executive order. Let me search for Islam. Islam does not appear. Muslim does not appear. So for an executive order that's supposed to be a ban on Muslims, I'm not seeing a lot of Muslim banning. What about you, House?
Nope, not really.
Opinions, thoughts, comments from the peanut gallery?
Well, Adrian says if Carter can do it, why can't Trump do the same? Because Trump is literally Hitler.
Yeah, because nothing... He does things that they agree with, like pulling out of TPP. And instead of admitting that the president did something that they personally don't have a problem with, they have to double down on their clusterfuck of ideology by just screaming that, "Oh, well, he backed out of TTP. Obviously Hitler would do that."
He's trying to impoverish everybody. He's ruining our word with the world. Why can't he just go with the flow? They're just not used to an executive who does shit after 8 years.
All right, so let's move on to the next one. Presidential memoranda. Just a moment.
He's stuffing his face in case you couldn't tell.
My God, it's so good. So the first memoranda he signed was a freeze of all hiring of executive departments. I think it's globalism, liberalism, bitching. I agree. The concept of sovereign countries having their own borders is not a foreign one. You are allowed, as a sovereign nation, to not let people in if you don't want to. It is a privilege to be able to cross national boundaries, not a right. Holy shit, it was not that long ago in history where there were nations you were physically unable to go to because you would be shot by your own people. Like East Berlin. Regarding the hiring freeze, barring international non-governmental organizations that perform or promote abortions from receiving U.S. government funding. I heard about this, and the reaction to this pissed me off. Because the news went, he's defunding Planned Parenthood. If you'll notice, it says international. It has nothing to do with Planned Parenthood. It's not doing anything inside of the United States. Withdrawal of the United States from the Trans-Pacific Partnership, the TPP would have empowered corporations to a degree that they have not been powered since the fucking days of the old robber baron lords of industry. Withdrawing from the TPP was something every candidate said they would do. Even Hillary, after both Bernie and Trump said they were going to pull out of the TPP. Construction of the Keystone Pipeline, construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline, construction of American pipelines, reducing regulatory burdens for domestic manufacturing, plan to defeat the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, organization of the National Security Council and the Homeland Security Council because he's changing shit. But yeah, that is how many got signed. The guy hit the ground running. So combined, let me take a look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 executive orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 memorandum. If we pop over to, let's compare that to Barack Obama. Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. I was going to click list of executive orders. There we go. Now, I saw a news article. I can find it again if we really need to, but I saw a news article that said that Donald Trump was well on his way to signing more executive orders than than Barack Obama ever did. Here's how many executive orders Barack Obama signed in his years in office. Just take a look at this.
Yeah.
Hundreds of them.
But you see, it didn't matter because it was their side that was the one doing it.
I hate that sort of disingenuous bullshit. I mean, look at this. Review and disposition of individuals detained in Guantanamo Bay. Review of detention policy options. This was in 2009. Fast forward, 2017. Guantanamo Bay is still open. Increasing participation of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders in federal programs. Establishing the President's Management Advisory Board. Adjustments to certain rates of pay. Fundamental principles and policy-making criteria for partnerships with faith-based and other neighborhood organizations. I don't think there should be a policy-making criteria for partnerships with faith-based organizations. The government should not be making partnerships with faith-based organizations.
No, it's that whole separation of church and state thing.
Establishment of the President's Council on Jobs and Competitiveness. extending provisions of the International Organization Immunities Act to the Office of High Representative in Bosnia and Herzegovina and the International Civilian Office in Kosovo. Prohibiting certain transactions with respect to North Korea. Let's see what else we got here. Reducing prescription drug shortages, promoting efficient spending, blocking the property and suspending entry into the United States of certain persons with respect to grave human rights abuses by the governments of Iran and Syria via information technology. Basically, we used technology to find out these were bad people. Or we did our illegal wiretapping and everything to find out that these were bad people. So we're just going to ban them from the country. It's okay because he wears blue. Does Barack Obama wear blue underwear? I have not heard that. I'm going to do a quick Google search because
it's because he's not a Republican. He's a Democrat.
Ah,
Their color is blue and the other color is red.
I was going to say, because if he was really wearing blue underwear, that'd be disturbing. Like, why do you people know this about the president? Oh, but apparently there's some blue Barack Obama boxer shorts. I should probably close that because Lord only knows what's going to be okay there.
Looks like there's a Barack Obama banana hammock.
Yeah, thank you, Sadboard. I'm kind of slow sometimes. The BBC has done a first 100 days article. House, how many days has Barack Obama been in office?
9.
I wouldn't even. He got inaugurated at like noon, so I would even argue that 8.5.
Yeah.
Do we need a first 100 days article?
No.
Okay, so. Well, we'll cover this more on the podcast, folks, but we've been streaming for about 2 hours. Unless there was something else you want to go over, House.
No, I'm good.
I love CNN banning people from 7 countries. No, it's just a continuation of what already existed. And look who's standing over his left shoulder. James Mattis, the toughest man in the federal government.
But you say, is it Hitler? I bet it's Hitler. No, it's James Mattis. That is something.
How low is the Secretary of Defense on the list of people who, if we kill, then he becomes president?
Let's see. It's the president, the vice president, the Speaker of the House. I think he's like 7th or 8th.
The Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Guys in the chat, do a quick Google search and figure out how many people would have to die for Mattis to become the president. Because if there was anybody in the federal government who I would want to be president, it's Mattis. I have nothing but respect for that man. He is amazing.
Do not mess with the warrior monk.
And if those of you in the chat don't know anything, bro, fucking President Mattis. Yeah, if you don't know anything about Mattis, look him up. The guy is first off, he's like the only person in the federal government with tattoos all over his arms. Secondly, he is a badass motherfucker who's been fighting for years. Third, he is beloved by his Marine Corps. There wouldn't be a Middle East anymore.
No, not real.
That there would, because he's actually really... He's a very subdued person when he's not actively murdering his fellow man. But he gets it. I mean, listen to some of the interviews he gives. He is a fucking intelligent man.
He's a warrior scholar.
Yes. I mean, what was it? He traveled around with Marcus Aurelius's meditations in Iraq.
Oh, he carried it with him through his entire career.
The man is a classic stoic. Nothing but respect for him. Yeah, I think we want to call it here, House. What do you think?
Yeah.
All right, so love you guys. being here with us. I hope you enjoyed the crazy, crazy Royal Rumble. If you watched it. If you didn't watch it, well, I guess you got nothing. Carpet bombs, but with snipers. Yes, he's accurate. Thanks for coming out. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead, subscribe. We do live streams every week. Check out the SoundCloud. Should be in the description. For the 139 episodes of the podcast we have for free. It's up on there. Go check it out. We even came out with our latest episode, last week. And listen to it. Listen to us fuck off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Currently 5 or 6. Treasury is still a D. So, guys, thanks for coming out. Love talking to you. If you want to send us some story ideas for the podcast or some things you want us to cover on the live stream, you can do that on Facebook, Douchecanoe Studio, and you can do that on Twitter at DouchecanoeHM. If you want to download the podcast, we're on SoundCloud, we're on Stitcher, we're on iTunes, we're on Google Play Music. If you guys want to give us some 5-star ratings on iTunes, I wouldn't say no. You can find us everywhere.
Anyway.
Sorry, Blitzkrieg, StarCraft, and Betapunk films. But we've been streaming for like 2 hours, so...
Yeah. But you know what? In a few minutes, once it uploads to YouTube, you can go ahead and listen to the whole thing.
There you go, yeah. Just give it a little bit to upload.
So, I mean... Yeah. But you know what? We'll be here next week.
That we will.
Probably around 8 Central.
And we'll be keeping an eye on the Facebook and the Twitter, so you can send it to us that way.
And, yeah, we'll catch you then.
Take care, everyone.
Peace.